Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here on WILK. Well, we got some good games going on here in northeastern Pennsylvania today. The Wyoming Seminary field hockey team, they're underway with number 1 in the nation. So that's going on right now. We got Wilkes University and Lackawanna College football going on today. You can check those out on the John Mendola Show and John Mendola Live. Those are 2 YouTube channels to check that out today here as we give you some local college football. Well, let's continue the conversation. We have the Abington Heights cross country team, the girls with us. Sarah Bath is with us first. And Sarah, welcome into the show today.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about your coach and what he brings to push you and your teammates to the level that you're at. And undefeated season's pretty darn good.
Yeah, thank you. I think our coaches definitely push us really hard every year. We're definitely ramping up the workouts that we do, and we know that we had the potential to go undefeated this year, which is a really big deal for us, as we beat both Prep and Valley View, who were probably our biggest competitors this year. So I know he's definitely bringing a lot of heat to the team as we're hoping to go undefeated.
Well, let's talk about other events you do. You do swimming. Of course, you're involved in track when you're a rudder. So talk about both of those sports, what you like about each, and the events you do compete in both swimming and in track.
Yeah, so I've been swimming since I was 10, and I've loved the sport ever since. I focus on freestyle and backstroke in swimming in the shorter events, and I just really love my team and my coaches. I've had a lot of different coaches swim for the high school team, and I swam for Abington Gators when I was young and the YMCA in Scranton, and each one of those teams and those coaches has really just motivated me, and they've been really good environments. So I just love the team aspect, and really just competing and being in the water is a lot of fun for me. And in track, I really enjoy the longer events. The mile and the 2 miles my favorite, and it's very much like cross country, where same coach, same teammates. I really just love the environment that I'm in on the track team as well, and the way that our coach just brings the intensity then too. We've had a really successful actually multiple years, as we're at like 12 years of winning the conference title, so that's also just a really fun environment to be in as well.
Part of the National Honor Society, it was always a great thing, top 10% of your class. Let's talk about that next step for you as a senior. What do you want to study, and where do you want to go?
Yeah, so I'm a little unsure about those things right now. In terms of a major, I'm interested in biology and genetics, or I would like to be studying something in international studies, and I've also been involved in French for a really long time, so I'm looking to definitely continue that. And I definitely want to be continuing a sport in college. I'm not sure if it's going to be swimming or running, because I definitely really love both of them, and it's kind of hard to tell which way I'm going to be led, but I'm really excited to see what the future holds.
How about your folks as role models? What do they do for you?
My parents have just been really supportive for me. Honestly, ever since I've started sports at a young age, I'm just really thankful that they've been there to drive me to everything. When there's like all day meets where you're going for 12 hours, it's definitely a tough day, and I'm just really glad that they've been supportive. And as my sister has joined the sport of cross country as well, they've just been really supportive for both of us, being at all our meets, packing food and clothes for a long day. So I'm just really glad that they support everything that we do.
All right, Sarah. Well, great to hear your personal story. Sounds like you got a bright future ahead of you. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, let's get over to Hannah Hughes here on the John Mendola Show as we're talking Abington Heights cross country. And Hannah, let's talk about your reflection on Coach Lucka and the job he's done there at Abington.
Hi. Coach Lucka has been a great coach, as well as like all of the other coaching staff. He's been just super supportive, and no matter like what happens, he's always been there for me and the rest of the team, and like even just in the running aspect, and then like out of the running aspect, like school and just everything like that. So just a good coach.
Indoor track, outdoor track. Let's talk about what events you compete in there.
This is actually my first year doing indoor track, so I'm excited for that. I'm not really sure what I'll be doing there, probably the same events as outdoor. But for outdoor, I do the 4x8, the 800 meter, and the 4x4.
You got a couple siblings, Heidi and Michael. Tell us about what they're up to.
Heidi, she plays field hockey. She really loves it, and she also runs track. She does the 4x8 and the 800, just like me. And my brother is a basketball fanatic. He loves it. He's always in the driveway shooting the ball. So, yeah.
You enjoy several subjects at school: social studies, English, psychology. You have a 97 grade point average, basically, in the classroom. So talk about what you think that may turn into in 2019 for you.
Well, I'm not really sure where I want to attend college, but I kind of want to study communications, and I just have always loved English and social studies. They've just been my stronger subjects. And then I like psychology a lot, too. I think it's a really interesting subject, so...
Yeah. You got the double M's for the parents, Michael and Michelle, so talk about what your parents do for you as well.
My parents have been so supportive of me through everything, sports, school, all of that. Always taking me to practice and supporting me at the games. They've just been great parents.
Hannah, as far as this team and the work ethic that they have, talk about what it's like. What do you have to do in cross country to make sure that you're pushing yourselves? You got to have depth, that's for sure. So, talk about being at the top as a senior and trying to get the younger girls to buy in, and it's a whole effort, whether it's the coaches or the student athletes themselves.
Yeah, cross country is definitely unlike any other sport. You really have to push yourself to your limits. So. It could be hard sometimes to motivate everybody to just do everything they can to finish the workout or win the race. But altogether, we have a really great team, and everybody tries their best all the time. So,
all right, Hannah, great to hear your story. We wish you the best going forward.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. We still got two more young ladies from Abington Heights to get to, and then we'll talk a little bit more. Rich Mendola is going to join us from Dallas as well. So let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Noreen Thomas. Break like a good neighbor. Noreen Thomas in Clark Summit is there. We'll be back on WILK. Continuing the conversation here on WILK, it is the John Mendola Show. Join us online, thejohnmendolashow.com. Follow us on Twitter, @John Mendola Show. And, of course, on Instagram and Facebook. And you can subscribe to us on YouTube. Well, we have Wilkes University football today on the John Mendola Show. And we have Lackawanna College football on John Mendola Show live. So those are a couple different YouTube channels. You can check out both of those local college football games today. Well, here we go. Abby Marion is with us, and two more young ladies to talk to about Abington Heights cross country. And Abby, welcome in today. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Well, appreciate you coming in today, making the trip. It's your sophomore year. What have you learned about cross country between last year and this year, and having a lot of success? I'm sure it feels really good there at Abington.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Coach always says it's like a 4-year journey when you get to high school to run cross country. So I think every year it gets a little easier for me. I kind of know like how to get into that racing mindset and always like push through all the workouts. With my team, we're definitely a close group of girls in training and in racing. So it definitely helps to have them by my side the whole time too.
What's it like to learn from these seniors?
It's like great. It's going to be weird without them next year because I look up to them for everything, like inside of running and outside of running. So it's going to be really weird without them next year.
You do an outstanding job in the classroom, a 99 average. You love English. Talk about the next step for you down the road. You'd like to run in college, huh?
Yeah, I'm definitely hooked on running already. I don't really know what I want to do academically, but I can't really see myself without running from now on. So,
how about your folks? Talk about their ability to push you and pull whatever they got to do to get the job done. They're doing a good thing because you're having success.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So me and all my siblings, we all run. And they haven't ran before, so they don't really know like what it is, but they're definitely there like every step of the way for us, always cheering us on. They're at every meet. So it definitely helps me out a lot to have them there.
All right, Abby, great to meet you. We wish you the best.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move along. We have Madupe Osentoken with us, who is a senior. And Madupe, let's talk a little bit about what you enjoy about running there cross country at Abington Heights.
So there's just so much I enjoy about cross country. First of all, like the team, we're just all really, really close. And like, I just love being around that atmosphere. And also like our coaches too. Like they just always want to see the best in you, and they always see your potential even when you don't see it. And that's just something I always appreciate. And they're just so supportive too. So there's just so much I love about cross country.
You are so well-rounded. National Honor Society, Vice President, you got speech and debate, student council, transition team. Talk about being you. What it's like. You sound very busy.
Yeah, sometimes it can be kind of a lot, but there's just so many things I love to do. Running is near the top of the list, and like I also love speech and debate too, and it's just something that I've always loved to do. You know.
Well, you have 3 siblings, so tell us about what all of them are up to.
So my little brother Ira, he's 11. He loves basketball, and he's going to be in 7th grade next year, and I think he's going to try cross country too. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And my sister Dio, she's in medical school. She did run a little bit, but she wasn't as crazy about it as I was. And then my brother, he's 20. He's a sophomore at college, and he's majoring in psychology. He used to run track, and he loved it. So he kind of helped get me into the running atmosphere.
And the psychology part, your top 25% of your class, you're thinking the psychology track down the road here?
Yeah, I really like just seeing how like the study of the mind and stuff. So I think that psychology is just so interesting, and I just really love it. So
and your parents, they're doing a great job, obviously, with everybody, including yourself. Talk about why you look up to them.
My parents, they're so hardworking, and like they really instilled like a great work ethic in me, and like I don't think I would know to work hard if I didn't have my parents that showed me that's how to do things, and they're just really supportive, and they always stand by me no matter what.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. Keep up the great work, and we wish you the very best going forward.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Madupe Osuntokin here from Abington Heights, and the rest of the young ladies there with the cross country team, undefeated. Big part of the season coming up over the next couple of weeks. We come back, Rich Manello from Dallas area is going to join us. Let's head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Noreen Thomas. Break like a good neighbor. Noreen Thomas and Clark Summit is there. We'll be back on WILK.